Welcome to Senior's Last Word. I'm Aldrin Suga Senior. It's the semi-finals. Spain, France, England, Netherlands. Those are the four teams. One of them will be Euro 2024 champions in a few days' time. So how did it go? Because we need to remind ourselves, Germany, Spain, they were the two best teams in the championships. They had to play each other. One had to go. Eventually, it was Spain. But as I predicted, it wasn't easy for either of the two teams. It was tough, very, very tough. They had to go at each other for 120 minutes. In the end, the team with quality in depth, and that was Spain, did with this game. So how did Spain win and why did Germany go out? Well, I'll tell you straight away. Germany, I thought and I believed really that the two teams were at par. They were level. I thought home advantage would be the reason why Germany would win initially, and usually it happens that way. But this time it was Spain. And why? If you look at 120 minutes of play, in the decisive moments, when it seemed that we are set for penalties, it is Spain's quality in depth that came through and took them beyond the quarter-finals. Germany had done well. In the first 15-20 minutes, you thought Germany were the dominant side in terms of possession. They're moving it about. They're playing in the other half, which is the Spanish half. They're trying to get inside the box. They're not doing enough, but they were really dictating the tempo of the game. And they were holding play and actually trying so much to press. However, the difference was Germany never capitalized on the moments and the times when they had the possession. That German side, eventually, when you go and look closer, the issues that they had was the key players that usually do it for them. The players that usually make the difference. Either it's the final pass, or it's dictating game, or it's to be controlling, or to score the goal. They are key players normally. On that day, for some reason, they were off. Captain Ika Gundogan, he usually is the man who pulls the strings, gets in the red box. Remember, he's a scoring midfielder. He normally knows his way about the field. He normally covers every blade of grass. That day, for some reason, Gundogan, the captain, was off. One of the disappointing performers of the night. They had Leroy Sané. Sané is as good when he's on form. He can be as good or even better than Musiala on his day. And also, if you've seen Nico Williams, if you've seen Yamal, the 16-year-old Yamal and 21-year-old Williams, how you see them today, that was Leroy Sané at their age. In fact, what he has gained at Bayern Munich is maturity. Sané at his best, he's a nightmare with the ball. He takes on players, he beats players, he scores goals. He's just a nightmare. He has pace. On that day against Spain, for some reason, things went awry. He just wasn't in the game. The other player was Toni Kroos. Kroos, finally, his 39 years showed. Normally, the man who pulls the strings, dictates the tempo, spreads the field, opens it wide, good at free kicks, at passing, at making that decisive pass, at splinting defenses. That day, Toni Kroos was Toni Kroos of 39 years. Again, he didn't come through, he disappointed, and yet he is supposed to be the key man in midfield for Germany. And then the other, of course, is Musiala. What a bad game he had. He had such a bad game that even in extra time, when he could have probably found that space, he just getting confused all the time. So Musiala, their best player at Euro 2024, was poor. Toni Kroos was poor. Leroy Sané was definitely poor. You think if all those players, including the captain, are that poor, Who was there to make the change or the difference? So I thought the fact that their key players, world class, no problem, but didn't do it, that's why they went wrong. And that's how they handed the team that had more quality in depth, that is Spain, the opportunity to win and go through. Very briefly, Spain didn't win because of anything. Spain won because not only have they been so good at this tournament, but they had those individual players. Even in this game, it was Williams and Yamal who initially probed and tried to find the spaces, even though Germany did well in keeping them out. But what Spain did, and that was the difference, when things became tough, the first substitution, when Olmo came in, first substitution though, he was key. And then when Merino came in the time when they needed fresh legs, when they needed to go more, to surge more up front, when they came on, those two attacking midfielders, because they needed to go forward, they needed to move and continue probing. And then, of course, Ferran Torres, when he came on, those three were all attack-minded. They are good at holding the ball. They don't fear. They were fresh. They could go for. And in the end, it's those three that turned the tide of this game. And in the end, that header, wonderful header by Moreno, by the Real Sociedad attacking midfielder, it was great. But also remember, Spain didn't have that much of tired legs. Germany had tired legs. Gundogan, tired legs. Toni Kroos, tired legs. Spain didn't have that. So in the end, the right combination, the quality in depth that Spain had, and of course, they are in form, they have the rhythm, the momentum with Spain, they no longer fear. Spain in the end overcame the home advantage of Germany, and they reigned justifiably so because they scored the right goals. They've been scoring in each game, very good goals that come in the right moments, and in the end, Spain did beat Germany to qualify for the semi-finals. And yeah, from me, Aldrin Suruga, I must say they were the better team on the day. They deserve to go through, and that's my last word.